Okay, if your child is ages 3 or 4, they are ready to begin learning the basics of math and reading. To begin with, you'll find your objective list, which you'll find on the DVD. And all that we're going to do is follow down each objective. Once they've completed one, we're just going to move down to the next. The very first one, and then of course this would be for ages 3, it says identify digits 1 through 10. So what we would do first, we'd sit them down, and they'd sit right here with me. First, I'd ask them to count from 1 to 10 on their own, and we would see how far they could get. If they hesitate, go ahead and say the number with them. We never want them hesitating. We just want it to flow easy. It doesn't really matter if they don't have it yet, but they'll hear it and remember it more often as they do it. So first we'd say, and I would point to the numbers as they're saying them. This is, I'd let them say it. This is 2. This is 3, if you need to help them like that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. You always want to make sure you're always very positive to where the atmosphere is very non-threatening for them. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way through with them. Then you're going to say, we're going to try something really difficult. We're going to go backwards also. Now, of course, they won't be able to do this, but they're going to repeat after you say it. Let's do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The reason why we do go backwards is because the brain doesn't think backwards. And always before, we've always just gone have them counting 1 to 10. But if you get them from the very beginning starting backwards, then when we do start subtraction, the comprehension of subtraction will be so much easier because the brain has already developed that pattern and understanding of it. We don't expect them to be able to go backwards on their own, and we're not worried about it, but that's just another example of doing something now that'll make comprehension down the road easier. After you've gone over the numbers a few times, then you want to play a little game with them, and you're going to take 3 digits. You never want to do more than 3 at the ages of 3 and 4 because really they can only grasp about 3 objects at a time. So you're going to lay these out and ask them to place them underneath their matching number. And of course they'll see this one over here, and as they start to move it, remind them what it is. That's the number 1, and have them always say the number as they're doing it. 2, 3. Very good. I'm going to mix these up again and see if you can do that again. All right, now I'm going to lay them face down and have you turn one over. Oh, now which one was that? Oh, you didn't say its name. 2. They put it under there. Turn the next one over. What is that? You can start 3. And this must be, and they'll get this one, 1. You're right. Move it over there. So that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that one more time, okay? You want to? And they always say yes. It's so fun to work with the young ones because they're always wanting to do this. To them, it's just a game. Okay, pick one out. Turn it over. And what is that number? 2. Okay. Turn this one over. 1. And, oh, say its name. 3. Very good. Very good. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is play a little matching game. You know matching games. We've done that before. What you're going to do is turn one card over from this pile, like that, and then you're going to guess which one this might be. And what was that number? 1, that's right. And is that it? No, they don't match. What's that number? Remember? 2. Yeah, okay. All right. Go again. They're going to turn one over. That's what now? 1. They look alike. What's this number? 1. All right. Put them both under there. There you go. Now, what are you going to pick? Which one? And what's that number? 3. Yes. All right. Turn one over. Is that it? What's that number? 2. Right. But they don't match, so we got to put them back over. And of course, they'll go right back to that one. They'll go to this one. What's that number? 3. And that is a 3. Put them where they belong. Put them there. Okay, I wonder what you're going to pick next. What's that number? 2. What's that number? 2. And there you go. Now, you probably want to do this 1 or 2 more times. And that is the end of the lesson. That's all time it takes. Again, at this age, if you spend more than 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to start losing them. Although if it's in a game form, you might have them in it a little bit. But really, as long as you're doing this every day, you only need to spend 5 minutes on it. What we're doing is giving the brain the chance every day to start getting it into the short-term memory, and as we continue, gets into the long-term memory. And once that's in that long-term memory, it's in there for good.